Devotional. The rest only Christ can give. Matthew 11:28. Come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. In a world filled with stress, worries, and heavy burdens, these words of Christ are a relief to the soul. He invites us to lay our anxieties and burdens at His feet, promising us the rest that only He can bestow. This verse teaches us that during our daily struggles, finding true rest is not about escaping responsibilities but about turning to Christ, who has the power to renew our inner selves and give us peace amid chaos. 1. Christ's universal invitation. Come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden. This invitation of Jesus makes no distinction between persons. It is open to all those who feel overwhelmed, fatigued, or desperate. Jesus does not tell anyone to cleanse themselves before coming to Him, or to wait until they are in good shape to seek His rest. He calls us as we are, in the midst of our struggles, with all our burdens. His invitation is one of grace, no strings attached, merely an offer of rest to all who feel exhausted by the weight of life. 2. The nature of the loads we carry. The loads we carry are not always visible. It can be the stress of work, family worries, spiritual struggles, anxiety, or even emotional pain. Jesus understands each of our burdens perfectly. The promise of rest that He offers us is not an escape from our responsibilities, but a peace that surpasses all understanding in the midst of those responsibilities. In coming to Christ, we find not only comfort, but a new perspective for facing difficulties. 3. The rest that Jesus offers. The rest that Jesus promises is not simply a physical rest, but a profound peace for the soul. As we turn our burdens over to Christ, we find relief and strength to move forward. This rest does not mean that difficulties will disappear, but it does mean that, in the midst of them, we can experience God's presence and peace. Christ offers us a rest that renews our spirit, a rest that we cannot find anywhere else. Practical applications. 1. Draw close to Christ in your moments of exhaustion. If you feel overwhelmed by circumstances, turn to Jesus in prayer. No matter how big or small your burden is, He is willing to give you the rest you need. 2. Surrender your worries and anxieties. Don't try to carry the full weight of your problems alone. Jesus invites you to surrender your worries to Him and rest in His peace. Do it consciously and deliberately. 3. Seek rest in Christ each day. Rest in Christ is not just for moments of crisis, but a daily invitation. Take time to be alone with Him, reading His Word and praying, to find the peace and strength that only He can give. Conclusion. Matthew 11:28 is one of Jesus' most comforting invitations. He reminds us that He offers us true rest in life's pressures and burdens. This rest is not only physical but emotional and spiritual. As we come to Christ with our concerns, we find relief and the renewal we need to move forward. If you feel tired or overwhelmed, remember Jesus' words. Come to me, and I will give you rest. He is always ready to give you the rest that only He can offer.